Hello everyone, myself Govind Swami PK, Assistant Professor, Department of Economics. So today we discuss the fourth chapter of first BBA. Subject is the Principles of Economics. So the number four, theory of production. In this chapter, we discuss introduction of the production, meaning of the production, definition of the production, attributes of the production. So learning objectives of this chapter is to understand the importance role of production in the economy, to understand the various types of factors of production in the production of goods and services, to analyze the returns of factors of production, to understand and determine the price of factors of production. So session outcome of this session. So what students are able to understand after listening this session. So students will be able to explain the importance and meaning of production, and the students will be able to define the production, and students will analyze the various attributes of production. So, production, meaning, and attributes. So, before we are going to discuss the production function and the attributes of the production function, first of all, we should know the meaning of production. So, what is production and what is the importance of production? So, production is the important role in economic development. So, the people need goods and services to satisfy their wants. So, therefore, production means to produce the goods and services to fulfill, to need the requirement of people to satisfy their wants. So, what is production? So, generally, production is to conversion raw materials into ready goods. ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಉತ್ಪಾದನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಕಚ್ಚಾ ವಸ್ತುಗಳನ್ನು ಸಿದ್ಧ ವಸ್ತುಗಳನ್ನಾಗಿ ಪರಿವರ್ತಿಸುವ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಕ್ರಿಯೆಗೆ ನಾವು ಉತ್ಪಾದನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಂಬೈನಿಂಗ್ ವೇರಿಯಸ್ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಮ್ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ಸ್ in order to make something for consumption. So, therefore, it is the act of creating an output, a good or services. So, therefore, so it raw material conversion of raw material into ready goods. So, what are the definition of production? So, some economists are define the meaning of production. So, according to Bates and Parkinson, so he defines production is the organized activity of transforming resources into finished products in the form of goods and services. The objective of production is to satisfy the demand for such transformed resources. So, I already told to you, so production is an organized activity of transforming raw materials into finished goods. And according to J.R. Hicks, so he defines production is an activity directed to the satisfaction of other people's wants through exchange. So therefore, these two definition explains the production is in a process to conversion of raw materials into ready goods. In other ways, production is creation of utility. ವಸ್ತುಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ತುಷ್ಟುಗುಣ ಮೌಲ್ಯವನ್ನು ಮತ್ತು ವಿನಿಮಯ ಮೌಲ್ಯವನ್ನು ಸೇರ್ಪಡಿಸುವುದಕ್ಕೂ ಸಹ ನಾವು ಉತ್ಪಾದನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. And then we enter to the production function. So production function also an important factor to learn in the production theory. So what is production function? So production function is a relationship between the inputs and outputs. In other words, production function express the functional relationship between physical inputs and physical outputs. ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ನಿರ್ದಿಷ್ಟ ಪ್ರಮಾಣದ ವಸ್ತುವನ್ನು ಉತ್ಪಾದನೆ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಮಾಣದ ಉತ್ಪಾದನಾಂಗಗಳು ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತವೆ, ಇವೆರಡರ ನಡುವಿನ ಸಂಬಂಧವನ್ನು ತಿಳಿಸುವುದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಫಾರ್ it explain the functional relationship between physical inputs and physical output. So Professor Stigler defined the production function as the name is given to the relationship between the rates of input of productive service and the rates of output of the product. Therefore, ಸೊ ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ನಿರ್ದಿಷ್ಟ ಪ್ರಮಾಣದ ವಸ್ತುವನ್ನು ಉತ್ಪಾದಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಗತ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುವ ಉತ್ಪಾದನಾಂಗಗಳ ಪ್ರಮಾಣ ಅಥವಾ ಉತ್ಪಾದನಾಂಗಗಳ ದರ ಇವೆರಡರ ನಡುವಿನ ಸಂಬಂಧವನ್ನು ತಿಳಿಸುವುದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿ ದಿ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಈಸ್, so we write down the equation of the production function is P is equal to function of A, B, C and N. Here F express the functional relationship between the P and other factors of production. So P is the production and A, B, C and others denotes the factors of production. So therefore, production function express the relationship between the factors of production and production, or it express the physical input and physical output. So what are the basic attributes of production, or what are the characteristics of the production? Here we discuss the some of the characteristics or attributes of production. The number one is production function always relates to a particular period. ಅಂದರೆ ಉತ್ಪಾದನೆ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಒಂದು ನಿರ್ದಿಷ್ಟ ಅವಧಿಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಿಸಿರುತ್ತದೆ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಉತ್ಪಾದನಾ ಬಿಂಬಕ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಒಂದು ನಿರ್ದಿಷ್ಟ ಅವಧಿಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಿಸಿರುತ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ರಿಲೇಟ್ಸ್ ಟು ಎ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್. ನಂಬರ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್, it shows maximum output secured by combining the available technical knowledge with the factors of production. So production function depends upon a technical knowledge. It shows the maximum output secured by combining the available technical knowledge and combining the various factors of production. So therefore when we talk about the relationship between the factors of production and production depends upon the level of factors of production. ಅಂದರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಮಾಣದ ಉತ್ಪಾದನಾಂಗಗಳ ಬಳಕೆಯಾಗಿದೆ ಎನ್ನುವುದರ ಆಧಾರದ ಮೇಲೆ ಉತ್ಪಾದನಾ ಪ್ರಮಾಣ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಅವಲಂಬನೆ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತದೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಇಟ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಅಪಾನ್ ದಿ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲ್ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್, ತಾಂತ್ರಿಕ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತದೆ ಅನ್ನುವುದರ ಮೇಲೂ ಸಹ ಉತ್ಪಾದನೆ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಅವಲಂಬನೆ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತದೆ. ಇಫ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲ್ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೋರ್, ದಿ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಮೋರ್. Otherwise, if we are very weak in the technical knowledge, so production also decrease. Therefore, production function express maximum output secured by combining the available technical knowledge with the factors of production. Number 3, it reveals all the possibilities of combination of different factors needed for the purpose of production. Production function is necessary for a producer for knowing the quantity of different factors and their prices. So now before we are using different factors of production, so we are going to know what are the prices of the factors of production. So how much quantity we use the factors of production to produce some amount of production. Therefore, and moreover, so there are different factors of production is there. In that, so which factors of production of combination gives more production. Therefore, the possibilities of combination of different factors needed for the purpose of production, and production function is necessary for a producer for knowing the quantity of different factors and their prices. Number 4, it explains about the relationship between physical inputs and physical output only. It did not mention the prices of these units. So I already mentioned when the definition of production function. So production function express the functional relationship between physical inputs and physical output only. Here we cannot discuss any prices of the factors of production, and it did not mention the prices of these units also. So only we discuss the functional relationship between the physical input and physical output. Number 5, the method of utilizing the inputs in production depends on the technical knowledge. So I already told the level of production is depend upon the technical knowledge. Number 6 one, the nature of production is determined by whether the factors of production are completely divisible or indivisible. Constant returns does not arise when the factors of production are divisible. So here are the some references for further studies. So I use H.L. Ahuja Advanced Microeconomic Theory, S10 publication, and M.L. Jingan Principles of Economics, Rinda publication, New Delhi, and I go for some websites also. So thank you for listening.